Hey, what's up you guys, it's Abby, and today I will be answering your questions about Bryant University. I am currently a marketing concentration with a communications minor, and right now it's sociology. I'm a double minor, but it was law and it was management. I chose Bryant because it's a really close-knit community. It's not really in the middle of anywhere, so it's super small. It's about 4,000, 5,000 students. It's one of those campuses where you know your professors, you kind of know everyone you're walking by, but it's like the same happy medium where you're still meeting someone new every single day. And they have a bulldog, so that's our mascot, and you like get to see the bulldog walk across campus, and it's a beautiful campus. I'm definitely happy I chose Bryant. I think at times it gets a little difficult because you always wonder what it's like going to a different school if you're torn between two schools. I was torn between UNH and Bryant. For some reason, I chose Bryant, and I'm forever grateful, but I think I still have like those like what if questions, and I think that's totally normal and everyone's gonna have that, but like I wouldn't transfer at all. I love Bryant, I love my friends, I love my little Bryant family. Well, it's fun to have a dog go around campus because if anyone knows me, I love dogs. I love the community. I love how polite people are. Everyone holds the door open for you, everyone's really supportive. Bryant has like a lot of support where like they want to build you up and not bring you down, and I really like that about Bryant. My favorite place might be Bryant Beach. We don't necessarily have a beach, but there's this pond thing where when it's like sunny out and it's springtime, everyone sits around it with their beach towels and their bathing suits, and they like tan and they study for finals. Everyone's just chilling by like the gross beach. It's like a big pool of like water and it's gross. I like had to test it in bio, so I wouldn't go swimming at it, but there's definitely traditions where like if the Patriots or the Red Sox win, I'm from New England, so big Pats fan, so if they win, everyone will like run outside and like jump in the pond. If you're living on campus, you have to have a meal plan, so if you're going to Bryant, I would definitely test out the meal plans because I know a lot of people do like the dining hall. I just personally don't think there's a lot of options if you're trying to like eat a specific way, but the ice cream is really good and I like breakfast there. But lunch and dinner, I don't know, I like to cook something else. What me and my suite mates did is we would make shrimp scampi in the room, we'd make chili for football games, we would have a blast cooking. But because Bryant's limited and it's like 4,000 students, we only have one dining hall, but there's different places you can go. Like we have Nick's Place, which is like one of those like places where you can like use a swipe. There's like cafes where you can get like sushi, sandwiches, chicken tenders, burgers, and Ronzio's. I love Ronzio's, I miss it. If you ask like where you want to get food, I would say go to the cafe and use the meal swipe and get sushi. The sushi is so good. Ronzio's, go to Ronzio's and get chicken tenders, get barbecue sauce on the side and some french fries. They also have really good fried pickles, but Ronzio's is inside dorm or hall 17. It's also known as Newport House, and it has like an Italian restaurant, which is like Ronzio's, and it's downstairs and it has like a fireplace, so it's good. Everyone hangs out there. You'll literally see everyone at Ronzio's. I am in Active Minds. It's about mental health and spreading awareness during stressful times like the finals and stuff. We try to create events like puppy yoga, so we'll try to plan events like that to help de-stress. And then I'm now the public relations person for that club, so I run the Instagram. I am in Colleges Against Cancer, and I am secretary. I work for the student newspaper, and I am also public relations for that club. And I think that's it. There is Greek life on Bryant. There is 4 fraternities and 4 sororities. I would say a little less than half. We don't necessarily have like Greek housing. We have like one hall, like an entire dorm hall, which is hall 1 is dedicated to Greek housing. So if you're not in Greek life, you can't live in hall 1. And then we have like townhouses, which are like mini apartments for the seniors. I would say a little bit of both, just because Bryant's in Rhode Island, if you didn't know that, and it's close to Providence. So if you want to change the scenery, I would definitely say people go down into Providence. People go to clubs in Providence. You have to like know the right ones or else like you can't really go. But if you have any questions, you can ask me and I'll let you know which ones are good. But other than that, I would say a lot of people stay on campus just because the on-campus parties are awesome. We have like certain traditions like the Catalina wine mixer or around the world, and then like derby days. So like we have a bunch of traditional parties that happen every year on campus and everyone wants to be there. I personally party more on campus just because I don't want to deal with the hassle of like calling an Uber, going into Providence, and then having to come back. And there's a lot of post games that go on at Bryant too, so we want to be there for that. We probably start partying on Tuesday night. We're known as a drinking school with a business problem, just because everyone's very work hard, play hard here. I personally will go out starting Wednesday. We have a bar called Parentes that's literally, Bryant's here, Parentes is here. So people literally walk to that and everyone goes there on Wednesday nights. On Thursdays, people will go to Effen's Last Resort, or we call it Finn's. A typical party outfit would be black drip jeans, maybe some booties. I always wear high heels out because I'm super short, so I like to make up for my height a little bit. And then a crop top, or if you're going to a fraternity mixer, you just do whatever theme it is and you try your best. I would say about like 1 to 1:30 would be like a townhouse party, and then like you go to Ronzio's, and then normally you go back to like your hall or anyone's like friends, and then there's like post games, and then those go on for like however long you want. I mean, I've been up until like 4. Those are sometimes like way more fun because like everyone's just chilling, vibing, having some pizza, and just like playing games like beer pong. There's one library because Bryant's pretty small, but there's a lot of places that you can do work and study. The first floor is like all open with like a lot of books, and then that's social. And then the second one is all breakout rooms. So if you are in a group project and want to rent a room out to like work with all your partners or whatever, you book that room out and then you can talk in the room. And then there's like a separate side on the second floor where you just like sit and do work and like no one's really talking. And I would say my favorite place to study on campus is Fisher, which is the Fisher Student Center. It's like where the Dunkin' Donuts is, Subway, Nick's Place. There's a fireplace there, there's a pool table, so there's like a lot of games and like seating, and like a lot of events happen down there, and sometimes they play live music. And then upstairs, it's like kind of the same place as the library. The higher up you go, the quieter it is. And Fisher is similar to where Katie said, where like you constantly see people you know there. So if you want to study, I would say go higher up. You're gonna have those people who like wake up at 6 a.m. and do their hair and makeup and like put on a really cute outfit and go to class. I personally went to class in leggings and a sweatshirt every single day. If I had time to do my makeup and I was like feeling really up to it, I would get dressed up just because it's fun. But normally people just like kind of wear whatever. So the typical class size at Bryant is about 20 to 30 people. It's very small, very intimate. People know your name, you'll know everyone in your class. My favorite class I've taken at Bryant is probably social media marketing. That class taught me so much. We read 3 books and they were very powerful, very informing, and I just felt like I took a lot away from the class. Finance, anything to do with math, accounting, and I'm a business major, so you have to take all these business required courses, and I'm more of the creative business side where I want to do marketing and advertising and stuff like that. And in order to take those classes, I have to take econ like Katie did, finance, accounting, and just like very mathy based stuff, and I'm not a fan of math, so those were really difficult for me, but you push through. I would guess I'm enrolled in a sociology course for next semester, and it's about people's phobias, so I'm excited to see what that has to learn. I think that's like the weirdest class we have. I would say best guess maybe 10 hours a week, maybe at most. It depends if you have like final exams and midterms mixed in with all that, because teachers do a pretty bad job of like lining stuff up with each other and collaborating. So like most of my stuff is due all in the same week. So those will be like really heavy weeks for me, but a good week is probably like 3 hours at most. When I went and toured Bryant for the first time, the president spoke and was like, you all are gonna meet like your husbands and wives here. Bryant's like known for that. I don't know how, but I mean, it's kind of true. Like freshman, sophomore year, you're gonna get stuff out of your system that you need to do, I guess. And then like starting like sophomore, junior, senior year, like I've known couples that have lasted like since I was a freshman that are like still together. Me and my boyfriend started dating. We met this year. He was a junior, I was a sophomore, and now he's a senior, I'm a junior. And I feel like when you get to that point, like you're much more serious about relationships, and like those ones like last. Bryant's a D1 school. Our football team sucks. I never really watch the football games though. I normally just go to the tailgates. I heard we have a great lacrosse program. We have a great baseball team, I guess. I don't really go to the sports, but D1, I heard they're really good. I leave campus if I have my car on campus. So most of the time I don't have my car on campus, so I'll leave campus and run errands with my friends if they want to go to Target or something. It's really close by. Or we go to diners. If I do have my car on campus, I will go like off campus a lot. I'll go get an acai bowl or a smoothie or basically anything to eat. I love to go to Chili's. The nicest dorm room is probably Newport, but the most fun dorm room is definitely Hall 1, which is Greek housing. There's just something going on there 24/7, and we get to paint our walls in Greek life. So me and my suite mates painted our room, and we painted like mantles and stuff. Can't really do that in any of the other halls. I've met no one who's moved off campus. I mean, there's commuters that like live in the town that Bryant's in, but other than that, people don't move off campus. People are there till senior year and they move down to the townhouses. Yes, so I personally was debating on study abroad or not. I was supposed to go on the sophomore international experience, so I actually would have left to go to Italy today, and I was gonna go to France, and it's basically a 2-week program and you get to learn about how business is done in a foreign country. Sadly, that got canceled due to coronavirus, but now that that's happening, I don't think I'm going to study abroad, but I have 2 of my suite mates who are going to Spain and China, and I will miss them so very much. I would say most of the time though, people just want to study abroad. Bryant's really small, so celebrities don't necessarily come here a ton, but we do have spring weekend where we bring celebrities. Last year we had Amine and Jeremiah perform, and then Danny Amendola came to visit. For the most part, it's a really diverse campus. If that's one of the main things you're looking for, I would say you could check that off your box. Graduates do leave with jobs. I know a ton that still have their jobs even though Corona is happening, and they have like really good high paying salaries. I still have my internship, so I'm very fortunate of that. And yeah, I think Bryant does a really good job of setting you up for jobs. Like, they really want to set you up to have that long-term career. I wish our football team was a bit better. Even though it's a D1 school, I feel like we lose a lot. So I feel like if our football team was better, we'd have like a lot more like face painting going on, and I think like tailgates and like schools that do that and have like really good like school spirit is a lot of fun. To be successful at Bryant, you definitely have to have good time management skills. If you work really hard at the beginning of the week, then you can celebrate at the end of the week, and I think everyone at Bryant has that mindset. How do I like the location of Smithfield, Rhode Island? I mean, it's home. It's very like local. So I wanted to be at an actual campus, so I chose Bryant and I love it. So there's not much to do around per se, but Providence is probably not even 20 minutes away, so you can easily go into the city, or if you just want to Target or Marshalls or TJ Maxx one, it's literally right around the corner. I would say no. I would say everyone is involved in like different clubs and organizations so much that you can't be cliquey, because everyone like has different friends that are like all friends with each other. For Dukes of Hazzards, there was hay, about like this much hay covering the floor. Everyone's dresses like country southern, country music all the way, and people are just having a good time. I think Bryant chose me because I really put myself out there in my college essay, and I was like, I'm gonna say yes to everything for one day, and I wrote about my experience. And I think they want people to do that. I think they want people to put themselves out there and be able to try new things. I also think being a legacy had a lot to do with it, and I think they just liked me being a well-rounded student. I think everyone should apply to Bryant University because I think it's a great option if you're looking for a business school that's not in a city and will set you up for success. And if you're looking to make lifelong friends, like, you're gonna find it there. You might find your husband, you might find your bridesmaids, you're just gonna find that Bryant is just gonna be the place for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up to let us know what you did. All of our social media links are down below. Make sure to follow us, comment, and if you have any questions about Bryant, don't be scared to put it in the comments or DM me. And if you have any questions about NYU, you can check out Katie's video. And yeah, we'll see you next Friday.
It's Katie. And Abby.